Well, doctor on trial. It was the defense's turn today in the trial against a local physician accused in a deadly boating accident. Now, within the past 2 hours, Joseph Yurich's wife, Angelina Rodriguez, took the stand. This was just before testimony wrapped up for the day. She talked about the moments that she learned about this accident 2 years ago. First News senior reporter Jerry Retreaty was inside the court today and heard from an expert for the defense. He has those new details right now.
Boating accident reconstruction expert Miles Beam was the first witness called by Joseph Yurich's defense team this morning, trying to offset claims the Poland physician was driving his boat too fast and had been drinking when he collided with a bass fishing boat on Berlin Reservoir 2 years ago. Beam began by telling the court there'd be no way to know for sure how fast Yurich's Bayliner powerboat was moving at the time, but he added the fishing boat should have moved out of Yurich's path.
So would the bass tracker have an obligation to try to avoid a collision as well?
Yes, sir.
The crash in May 2015 killed Brian Cuppet of Akron and hurt Bruce Lindemood, who owned the fishing boat. Last week, the medical examiner who performed Cuppet's autopsy said the victim died from blunt force injuries to his head and neck as the collision happened where Cuppet had been sitting. In court today, Beam claimed the victim's use of a camping lantern as a light source may have actually contributed to the crash.
This light could have made, and I believe would have made, recognition of the bass boat by the operator of the Bayliner more difficult.
The defense expert said instead of illuminating the fishing boat, the lantern could have had an opposite effect.
Yes, it could be easily confused with what we refer to as background lighting. Lights on the shore, street lights, dock lighting.
The case continues tomorrow. At this point, there's no word whether or not the defendant himself will take the stand. If convicted, Yurich would face mandatory time in prison. In Youngstown, Jerry Retreaty, WKBN 27 First News.